got Henry Furman, Philippe Nico, Grant Wallace, along with Coach Reno, a couple other players who were requested. We're still trying to find them out there. I will find them after 4 if you need them. In the meantime, let's start with Coach Reno's opening statement about the game, and then we'll ask some questions of the players and let them get going. Come back to Coach Reno after that. So, Coach Reno?
It was a game of opportunities. I think both teams had some opportunities to score early on, and neither one could do it. The second half, there was just a lot of offense. And, I was really proud of the kids. They battled all the way through. I mean, I think when you look at our team, I don't think there was anybody but the 90-something guys in that locker room and our coaches and our staff that knew what we could do. And this is a very good football team. And it's good because these guys believe in what makes Yale football so great. And what that is kids who play hard, fast, physical football, and kids who deal with adversity, and kids who are resilient. These guys have battled through more things this season than any football team could imagine. And they come out today and showed everybody. And Howard made a couple plays at the end, and a couple with Trevor and Cole made a couple huge plays at the end of the game, and that was the difference. But I'm proud of our football team. They battled. I'm not happy with the result, but these guys showed the world what they are and what Yale football is all about.
Questions for the Yale student athletes? Alex?
Hank, talk about your preparation for this game. When did you know who the starting quarterback was going to be, and then when did you know today that you were going in?
Prepared pretty much the same way we always do. We have a couple of different guys, based on injuries, taking snaps during the week. And I found out yesterday morning that Derek was going to get the start. And then so our offense was clicking pretty well in the first half. We were able to get in the end zone, but people were still making plays. And then so we went in for the 2-minute. At the end of the first half, and then once I think we were down 10-3, and we really needed to start to move the ball. So went in and tried to get some chunks of yardage in here.
You talk about the touchdown pass to Grant.
Yeah, it's just sort of Grant. I really owe Grant dinner or something because he made a hell of a play on the ball. Just going out, trying to find a window to throw just get some yardage. Wasn't even really thinking end zone, but I have trust in our receivers, especially Grant. So he was able to make a great play.
Grant, can you just talk about how you saw that play? It sort of seemed like suddenly your arms were there and basically a sea of crimson.
Yeah, so it was just a rollout play. I was sitting there in the end zone. A lot of Harvard defenders around me. Then I saw Hank kind of come back to me on his read and get it up there, so I knew I had to kind of find my way through there and make a play. And I knew Hank was flustered. He was getting flushed out of the pocket, so I just tried to work back to the ball. And he threw it up to me. I'm glad he did.
How much did Hank spark you guys in offensively in the second half?
He came in and he really did a great job. We have faith in all our quarterbacks, so whoever comes in there, we know that we're going to be able to move the ball through the air and on the ground. And so Hank came in there. We all were ready for him to start making some plays, and he really did deliver in the second half.
What was going through your mind, especially in the first half? I looked, it was a kicker's goal for a while, especially for yourself being a local guy and kicking a field goal and all first.
Just got to keep the same mentality for each kick, whether it's to tie the game, go up by 4. We had a few down the stretch there, those PATs. Just got to be the same mentality. I love a tight game like that. I really enjoy those opportunities, and the offense did such a good job, especially on those late third downs. Down the stretch, they're converting. It looked like it was going to be a field goal opportunity to tie the game into PATs to go up 4, which was pretty awesome.
Tony, you talked about this group, disappointed with loss, but battled through. Do you think that, given how last year's game just got away, and know you're first year coach here, but the way this group just back and forth, that they showed their resilience and perseverance and really set a statement going into next year?
Yeah, I think I said in my opening statement with that, I mean, I think they showed the world what Yale football is about from this point forward. From January 13th forward, these guys made a decision, and the decision was that they were going to be that type of team, team that's going to not worry about a call, whether or who's hurt, who's not, who can play. Just keep playing and battling. They did it all season long, and we went through a ton of quarterbacks, and running backs, and guy out, guy in, guys eligibility contested. Defensive guys get hurt, corners are hurt. Doesn't matter. Just keep playing. And I said they showed the world what Yale football is all about from today moving forward. Really from this season moving forward. I can't be proud of these guys.
Why was Yale's pass rush so successful?
I'm sorry.
Yale's pass rush?
Why was it so successful? I think we did a real good job of varying what we were doing and looking at as the game went on to keep changing things up and be able to try and free some guys up in different situations. And, you know, our guys up front did a great job. I mean, they got off blocks. They were able to execute our schemes well. Our linebackers had it in with both secondary guys. It was real important to us that we get pressure on Chapel. He's not the best quarterback in the league, I don't know who is, but it was a good one at Cornell. This kid's been doing it for 3 years now. So we felt that we needed to put some pressure on him and make him uncomfortable in pocket.
Coach, 6 points in the first half and then 52 in the second. What do you think changed?
It's like the famous line is good offense is bad defense. It's guys made plays on both sides of the ball for Harvard and for Yale. Guys made plays. When it got to be a 13-3 game, it changed my mindset of where we need to be offensively. More of a grind out offense. It got to be a 13-3 game. Harvard's averaging 40 points a game. So, to be in that, do what we're doing offensively in the first half was real good. We moved the ball. But when all of a sudden you're down 13-3, we got to open up a little more. And that was the decision I made with bringing Hank in. Was open up a little more, and he responded. And so did the receivers, and made some big plays. And that changed the game, the complex of the game. And when they went up 13-3, you got to make a decision that you got to score enough. You got to score to beat them. That's how you got to do it. You're not going to beat them. It's not going to be a 6-3 game. That you have too good of offense.
Coach, can you talk about just what it was like for you coming back from Harvard State and coaching against Coach Murphy?
Yeah, I mean, Coach Murphy's, I think his record speaks for himself. I was very fortunate to work for him. I was very fortunate to have the opportunity to be on the staff here at Harvard. And, for that, I'm really thankful for him and the administration here. And to coach against him was a great honor. I think we showed everybody what Yale football is going to be about from this year forward. And I think specifically today, it was real exciting to be a part of this rivalry every year, and I just look forward to being in every single season. And, Coach Murphy's been at the top of the league for the last 17, 18 years, and for us to play in a game against him, him and his team every year is just a great opportunity for us.
Coach, you mentioned Chapel and Scales. Where do they rank in terms of quality Ivy League play?
Yeah, I mean, they're up top. I mean, they're, because everyone forgets Chapel played as a sophomore and did a pretty good job. Having winners, and Scales has been a great back in the league, year in, year out since he got here. Got to Harvard as a freshman, so they're at the top of the league. If they're not the best two in the league, we got a pretty good tailback. The third is pretty good. I put him up against anybody, but I don't know who I'd vote for 1 and 1A. I think I'm probably a little partial to our guy, but I'd say he's right up there with him.
Coach seemed to get a lot of pressure off the A-gap. They were missing a center and Chapel escaped on the outside. Is that something you were coming in looking to do, was get pressure from the middle? Yeah,
I think we were getting pressure where we thought we could take advantage of it. What we've been able to do all season has been pretty good. We've been when we in games we're consistent at getting pressure and pretty good at getting in the middle of the line, and run some twist games there to try and attack protection. Actually, the quarterback scramble, our contained player got pinned inside. And, that was we had a contained player play, he just got pinned in, and Chapman made a nice play. So hands off to him. But yeah, that was a game plan going in and try and isolate some spots without getting pressure. And we had a couple different things, a couple different schemes that we started with, and then we built upon according to what worked. And you got to do that in the game. You always make adjustments. So I think our defensive staff and our players did a great job with that.
The ball to Usyk when they had the 3rd and goal at the 8, where the defender was kind of in front. What did you see there with that? They kind of gave him the 1st and goal from the 4 with Chapel, then threw the loft ball to Brady in the back of the end zone.
It was a tough call. I mean, they made the call and we lived with it.
Tony, can you talk about your first year as head coach and just what you've taken away from the experience?
Yeah, I really don't feel like I go to work every day. This is every part of this job I love, from coaching these guys, preparing them in practice, to working with our staff, to working with Tom Beckett and our administration. I love every bit of it. I love recruiting. I'm kind of in a situation right now where it's a dream come true to be the head football coach at Yale. So, I'll be here as long as I have me. And to be able to coach this team this year, I couldn't have had a better first group. And I know I won a loss record. It wasn't what any of us wanted, but I just said to the seniors, they laid the foundation of where Yale football is going. And they did it because of how they played, how they prepared every day, and how they went about their business. So I'm just proud of these guys. I wouldn't change anyone.
Grant, with all the quarterback turnover this year, as a wideout, as one of the constants, catching balls from all guys, how have you been able to adjust from player to player? It's like the right-handers, left-handers. You got some guys who stretch the field a little bit more. How have you handled all that?
We go through it. We know that any quarterback who gets in there is going to be looking to get us the ball. Some of them, yes, can throw the ball farther than others. But, all of them have been taking reps in practice, so we know what they can and can't do. And we just go out there and play hard. That's really all that we try to do is we run block hard, we run our routes hard, and at the end of the day, that's really our goal.
Any other questions for Coach Reno or the student athletes? Thanks, guys.